Listen carefully.
Hello! I'm Vine and today I have for you 16 level Elf Barbarian character build that uses the Invulnerable Rager archetype, because nothing in the 20 systems is more blurred than a Twig Knife Ear being a tank. The build was made for and is compatible with Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous CRPG, but that does not mean it is not adaptable to tabletop, because it is compatible with tabletop but with a few asterisks. Also, our Barbarian's main weapon is an Elven curved blade, ethnic weapon of choice for stylishly killing humans, orcs and demons. Let's start with attributes. We need 18 points in dexterity, at least 12 points in constitution and exactly 11 points in intelligence. And if you need more points than this, dump charisma. For race we pick a basic elf. It gives us +2 bonus to dexterity and intelligence and -2 penalty to constitution. Moreover, it makes an Elven curved blade not exotic but a martial weapon and provides +2 saving throw bonus against enchantment spells, which are a bane of most barbarians. Next are levels and feats. We will be taking all 16 levels in the Invulnerable Rager archetype for maximum damage reduction, which is a main focus of this build. First feat we must take is Weapon Finesse. Absolute necessity, as Elven Curved Blade is a two-handed finesse weapon and we wanna add the dexterity bonus to attack right away. On second level we take First Rage Power, lethal stance for even higher attack bonus. And here is the first asterisk for tabletop adaptation. Yes, this rage power and all its upgrades exist in tabletop under different name, but they are extremely weak in comparison to CRPG version. So, if you are adapting this build for tabletop, ignore the whole lethal rage power line and just take something better. On third level, we have a choice between Combat Expertise and Piranha Strike. Combat Expertise if we wanna be a full tank or play in tabletop, Piranha Strike if we wanna do more damage and we play CRPG where we can apply damage bonus from this feat to Elven Curved Blade with no issues. That's the second and last asterisk for tabletop. For Rage Power on 4th level we take Beast Totem Lesser. 5th level is reserved for a free feat to make place for Outflank if anybody in the party has it. For Rage Power on 6th level we take the Beast Totem, the best totem there is, as it gives our elf cumulative natural armor bonus, making them even more tanky. On 7th level we take Disarm to make enemies unarmed if we went full tank build path, or Lunge for more range if we went for damage. For Rage Power on 8th level, we take first increased damage reduction, taking our DR to 6 at this level. On 9th level, we take Improved Critical Elven Curved Blade, as having 25% chance for critical threat is a must-have. For Rage Power on 10th level, we take second increased damage reduction, taking our DR to 9 at this level. On 11th level, we take Disarming Strike for full tank to automatically try to disarm opponents on critical hits, or Combat Reflexes for damager so we can take full advantage from opportunity attacks. For Rage Power on 12th level, we take the final increased damage reduction, taking our DR to 12 at this level. On 13th level, we take Critical Focus, or, if you wanna mix tank with some DPS, any previously mentioned feat. For Rage Power on 14th level, we take Deadly Accuracy to help with critical hit confirmations. Again, ignore this if you are adapting the build for tabletop. On 15th level, we take Blinding Critical or any previously mentioned feat. Note that the Disarming Strike and Blinding Critical do not exclude each other, so blinding and disarming an opponent on one critical hit is perfectly possible and oppressive. As for the raid power on 16th level, we take Lethal Accuracy to increase the critical multiplier of Elven Curved Blade by 1. As for the Mythic feats, must have is only the Mythic version of Weapon Finesse, available in tabletop and CRPG, so we can also use our high dexterity bonus to deal damage. Now, time for evaluation. In tabletop, it's an immortal, at least compared with other elf characters. Even if this build have to be adapted for tabletop, having this much damage reduction is kinda an overkill there, especially with Disarming Strike and Blinding Critical combo. In CRPG, it's a side time. Here DPS requirements are much higher than in tabletop, meaning that in most cases it's better to drop combat expertise for Piranha Strike. Still a decent frontline though. As for the roleplay, it's the hidden Barbarian. How often do you see a Barbarian elf in a D20 system? Exactly. This is a perfect bluff character that you are selling as a typical knife-ear blade dancer until someone lands a hit on them. I would even double down on this by selling the character as an elf noble in fancy clothes to reinforce the element of surprise during combat. So, what do you think about this build? Write your opinion in the comments and see you later!